Hey guys, Zule Gamer here, and we're back playing Dragon Age Origins. We are about to embark on our initial introduction to the unmodded Ser Gilmore NPC, as well as continue on our quest to speak with Fergus and tell him to move out with our army. So, Earl Howell is currently in our castle, and we are awaiting his troops to arrive in the morning. We've met with Duncan. We've learned about the possibility of being recruited,
Greetings,
or at
lady.
least being tested to be a
daughter,
Grey Warden, but also that our childhood friend Rory, or Ser Gilmore, is also on Duncan's radar. So what we're doing here, I'm just going to show you quickly a few things that you're able to do. So this is just interaction. Just right click on a person, you'll run over and speak with them. Same with when you're, if you want to click on a door or a person, your player will then run over and interact with whatever object you just clicked on. So to move forward, it's pretty standard with most PC gaming. You can use the keys W, A, D, and then S.
The castle is so eerie.
So when you place your fingers on that, W is forward, A is left, D is right, and S is backwards.
We will be up very late
but
tonight,
in this case, if you are not pressing forward, so not pressing W, it will move your camera around. So you'll just move, so there's forward. Let me see here if I can show it a different way. It's kind of hard because of all the walls, but this is tactical. So tactical, you roll backwards on your mouse wheel, and when you get to the point of playing Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, you really, really appreciate how well Dragon Age Origins did tactical, because it's so versatile. And I'll show you a little bit later on. But tactical, you can see the other rooms on the other side of the wall if you've already been in that room, or if that's like an unlocked room. In dungeons, if you haven't already been in that area, it won't show you what's on that side of that wall. But it's pretty handy if it's an open room. So I'll show you here. We'll run over here.
I shall
interact with the door. But then I'll use tactical, because you can just click and make your person run over there. But if you can't see them, you can move the tactical forward by pressing your arrow buttons. But you can also turn the camera at the same time and sort of manipulate that so that you can get whatever the enemy or the person in your line of sight, so that you can click on them and it'll force your person to run over to them. So it's pretty cool.
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, saying goodbye to Oriana and your nephew. I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
He doesn't sound all that happy with me, but he has given me a task, so I use my map. So just press M. It's pretty standard in most games.
Very well.
On PC, you just press M to interact with your map. Find the arrow. Get to the arrow. Task completed. What I'm going to do right now is find Ser Gilmore, the unmodded NPC, and we will take a listen to his story.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave. Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off. That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we? Your mother was quite specific. Unless the castle is under attack, you get that dog before doing anything else. Her words, not mine. Before we go, my lady, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true? Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me? Maker's breath, are you certain? Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst. We really should go after your hound, my lady, before he does something worse. Only what everyone hears. I never expected to actually see one. So few of them are here in Ferelden. Never. You hear about Darkspawn attacking homesteads and travelers, but I thought they were just stories. I hear they only recruit the most skilled. It'd be disappointing if that wasn't true. I only know that once you become a Grey Warden, your old life is over. There's no going back. As you wish. But what if the Grey Warden tries to recruit you? Have you thought about it? Begging your pardon, my lady, but you are no ordinary woman. You're strong, skilled, and easily the equal of any man on the field or off. The Grey Wardens would be fools to overlook you. I suppose you have many other options. Me? I would give anything to be recruited. Well, you know I've served your father for years, since my own father sent me to squire here. My father is a minor lord in the Bannorn, but our land is little more than a glorified farmstead. I do miss it, though. The valleys of the Bannorn are beautiful this time of year. I take great pride in serving the town. Still, if I had the opportunity to join the Grey Wardens, I wouldn't hesitate. I would were it my choice. Your father decided I should remain with the complement guarding the castle. I hope that's because this Grey Warden wishes to see me. Of course, my lady. Lead on.
With having 2 party members now, it opens up the party tactics and the ability to switch between party members. So with the 2 party members, so in my case, I'm a dual-wielding, or I will be a dual-wielding warrior. He's, for some reason, holding a greatsword, but in the NPC mod, he's actually a shield and sword, which gives him different abilities than my warrior, where then I could take over my mage and heal, or I could use my rogue to lockpick. So it's pretty neat how you can switch between your players so easily just by clicking on their portrait. You can then equip your characters with different items based on their attributes and their strengths and weaknesses. You can then get use things like rings and belts and stuff like that to buff against magic resistance or just simple things like that, but they end up stacking and end up giving you quite a large advantage whenever you have the right gear for your level. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a few seconds to search through my items because I just realized I hadn't equipped anything on this character. So and if anybody knows what the memory band does, can you please leave a comment because I have no idea what that thing is or why it's there. It has absolutely no attributes. It's just it came in the DLC pack, and I'd never understood why there's an empty ring basically taking up a slot in my inventory. But I don't want to sell it because it looks special. So please somebody let me know what that is. And we'll just take a few seconds here to equip my character.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my daughter, along with Ser Gilmore. Tell me, Ser Gilmore, has my pup collared that dog yet?
Not just yet, your ladyship.
Darling, do take care of that. That malodorous hound of yours is an excellent protector, but he drives Nan to distraction. I'm not asking you to travel to the moon. The kitchen is just around the corner. Ser Gilmore, see that it gets done.
As your ladyship commands.
Good. With any luck, I'll be able to feed my guests before the end of next week. Darling, you remember Lady Landra?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon. You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her. It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
And she says that after seeing you whacking stuffed men in the courtyard, sweating like a mule.
Your daughter's prowess with the blade is most impressive.
I was quite the battle maiden myself in my day. But I think it was the softer arts that helped me land a husband. All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship. Ser Gilmore.
So we are off to the kitchen to fetch our Mabari hound, but that'll be in our next video because this one's running a little bit long. So again, my name is Zule Gamer, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks, guys.